Well, good morning, afternoon, or evening. You may delete as appropriate. My name is Chad Landman. Welcome back to Landman EDC. The holiday sales, they've already started. They started probably midnight November 1st with all of the different stuff. We are in full holiday mode. I've got a ton, and I mean a mega ton, of items to share with you today across knives, lights, tiny tools, multi-tools, bags, pouches, backpacks, you name it. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video, but I think you'll be very pleased to see some of this stuff. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Let's talk about it. My name is Chad Lemon, and I talk about knives, tools, and EDC items on the channel here. And if you find value from what I'm doing, please consider subscribing and liking the video. I don't have a membership program, but I would let you buy me a coffee. You can check those links below to send a one-time gift my way. Every dollar gets reinvested back into the channel. Thanks for being here. Now back to the video. All right, so first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a giveaway. Can you believe it? Another giveaway, but this time it is gonna be the Olight, this very nice Olight holiday gift set. Now, Olight is actually starting their holiday sale. I believe they started on the 14th of November, so make sure that you go check Olight.com for all of those discounts as well. Olight is a great friend of the channel. They sent this out. I decided this was the perfect EDC giveaway for our special holiday gift guide here. So let me show you what's in here, and I'm not even going to take them out because you know what some of these things are. This is a Christmas themed Arkfeld Pro as well as a O-Clip Pro with a commemorative coin, and in the bottom here you've got all the cables and such and every different thing that you need. This is such a nice set. It is valued well over $100. We're going to be giving it away for free here on the channel, and I'll do that next Friday on my live stream. We're going to do 4 p.m. Central on November 22nd. That will be our live stream, and I'll announce the winners there. You don't need to be present on the live stream to win, but we'd always like for you to be there. Here's how you enter. Obviously, you're a subscriber. That's a given, right? I'm not going to pick any non-subscriber. You need to like the video. That drives people to the video. Did you know that? The algorithm. How does it work? I don't even know. But the third thing, and the very most important thing, is to comment below your favorite Christmas movie and why it's your most favorite Christmas movie. And don't say Christmas Vacation because it's funny. Don't say that. I want to know what your favorite Christmas movie is. Maybe even your favorite scene. Maybe even your favorite character from a Christmas movie. Let me know down in the comments below. Share a memory. Share a family memory. Share a good memory with me. A poignant memory. A memory of your father, mother, whatever. I would love to hear about it because I tend to be kind of a grump when it comes to Christmas. I tend to be kind of a grump, like a bah humbug kind of guy. So I need a little bit of uplifting Christmas cheer. Let me know down in the comments. Enter to win this lovely Olight set here. It's pretty amazing, so make sure you enter the giveaway. Thanks to Olight for sending out so many good things. We're going to be talking about a version of the O-Clip Pro in another video. I'm really, really psyched about that. Okay, so on with the gift guide. I decided to go budget and bougie, and from what I understand, bougie means extravagant or expensive. That's what the kids tell me anyways. And when we think about budget versus bougie, some of this stuff is going to be sort of budget and some of it's going to be sort of bougie. So I've got those actually in the description below. The links all below really help out the channel. You guys have bought a lot of things from the previous few videos that I've been doing, and it has been amazing. And one of those items that you bought is the Odenwolf W Mini. This bad boy is really cool. It's a nice 2-inch D2 steel blade. It's got an awesome grip on it. This was an incredible value at $20. It's still a good deal in a budget at $25. I looked on my Amazon after I did the Fixed Blades video. I looked on my Amazon account and you guys had bought over 100 of these, which is pretty significant when it comes to buying products off of my links. Usually it's not more than 2, 3, or 4. You guys bought over 100 of these Odenwolf W Minis. It's just a small, nice fixed blade. The plastic sheath is plastic, but at the same time, it's got a very nice belt clip on it to where you can do a horizontal carry, and it clicks in. Did you hear that? Let me see if you can make sure to hear that. It clicks in It's not going anywhere. You got a little nice push tab right there on the end. You push it out like so, and you've got a nice little 2-inch steel blade. Now they've got a Scandi grind variant on here that I will also link below. This is actually the W Mini. The W Mini 2 is actually a Scandi grind, and I think that's actually the only one available now. So I think they sent me, when they sent me that one, they sent me the W Mini 2, but also this is the version 1. So I don't think there's very much difference in cost, but they have been selling these really, really well. And this is for good reason. This is a phenomenal little knife. It comes with a little fire starter and lanyard on it. It's a great value for $25. A great first knife for like a young man or a young woman. Camping knife, good Boy Scout knife. I mean, just incredible value, and still at $24.95. It's still very, very good value. The Odin Wolf W Mini fixed blade. And I will say we're going to be going a little bit faster on some of these because we've got a lot of items to get through, and I know you don't want to sit through all this kind of stuff, so we're just going to kind of churn through it, okay? This is the CJRB Pyrite, and this is actually just the regular Pyrite drop point blade version. They do have like a reverse Tanto kind of version that's really cool, and that's kind of where this has been popularized as well. But I really like this CJRB knives. This is actually a button lock. I want to tell you though about the Pyrite Light. I'm going to have both of them linked below. I caught this on sale. This is the pink version. I caught this on sale for $36, $37, which is a phenomenal value because they usually run about $45 to $49 in that kind of price range. CJRB knives are actually very good. The Pyrite is one of my favorites. The mini Pyrite is just, it's amazing. I got several of those. I've given a lot of those away as gifts. But what I want to point you to is the Pyrite Light. It's got plastic. It doesn't have G10 scales like this one. And I actually don't have a Pyrite Light. I opted to get this one instead because of the color and the G10, and it was only about $5 more. But there's two versions of the Pyrite Light that have the plasticky scales, almost like a Benchmade Gravory scales, or Grivory, however you pronounce that. Grivory scales on there, and it's actually very, very nice. It is $29. My budget knife of the year last year was the Mini Praxis from Civivi. It was also very good, but the Pyrite with the variation of the plastic scales there on there is going to be a killer knife at $29. And so there's two versions, two colors on that are $29. There's a couple of different versions that are $39. And so make sure that you check that link in the description for those. The CJRB Pyrite and the Pyrite Light. All right, in my sort of budget category, the first fixed blade on the list here is the Baby Banter fixed blade from Civivi. Now, this little guy right here is just unbelievably great. It is so good. I love the Baby Banter as it is, but look at how nice and small that is, and look at how thin those micarta scales are. This is an excellent boot knife. You can actually, it's got a very nice sheath that clicks in, Kydex sheath that clicks in. I added an ulti clip, so if you want to get this set up, you're going to want to add an ulti clip to it for a deep pocket carry, and I've got it on the second little rung right there. It's actually a super nice compact design here, and it's so nice and small. And the best part about it is this doesn't come, this is not too expensive. It's about $60. So I put it in the sort of budget category, where it's about anywhere from $58 to $60. And they do go in and out of stock on nafs.com. I'm not sure about civivi.com, but on nafs.com, they do go in and out of stock. And just so make sure you sign up for notifications. And I was able to get an email and buy it, and I was a few hours late on that, and I was able to get one. They're not incredibly in demand, but this one is actually very good. They've actually got Nitro V steel on this, and so that's a pretty good premium steel. They've got a stonewash kind of version, a satin version here. You've actually got jimping on the front of the blade, which is really neat. I don't see that too much on many knives, but you got some quality jimping on the back, and then front jimping to where you can really carve into something if you really needed to as well. This is an excellent camping knife, and it's not so expensive that you would not want to carry it around. Other than like the one that we're going to talk about next, which is the Big Idea Design Lookout Mini Fixed Blade. Now, this is a bougie knife. This is absolutely bougie because it is $200 plus, but the sheath and the action here to get it in and out is excellent. That the titanium pocket clip is what really sells it for me. This just compact design. I have the Ultim variant here that I got off of Kickstarter, but you can see this is just a really neat ergonomic 2-inch blade. Of course, I have the MagnaCut version, which again makes the price go up because MagnaCut is one of those kind of premium, absolute premium steels these days. But you got it. This is the best, one of the best pocket sheaths that I've ever used, period. It is almost, it's a very close second place to the Nuge knives wicket that I have. This thing right here is just unbelievably good, and I love it so much. I've talked about it at length in other videos, so I won't talk about it too much here, but it's very good, and it is expensive, but again, that's what we talked about in the bougie category. And then kind of moving backwards a little bit in the non-bougie category is the Civivi Yonder. I was so pleasantly surprised by this blade. This was designed by Zach in the Wild, and so this has got his fingerprints all over it. He's got an awesome video that I'll link below telling you about the Yonder, its naming, how it came to be designed. I just don't exactly know why I love it, but I just love it so much. We've got really good steel on here, 14C28N, that keeps the price down to about sub $60. You've got awesome ergonomics here. It's not too big, it's not too small. It seems to me like the perfect size for a really good quality knife. You've got black on black thumb studs here. You've got black micarta. Actually, I think they want to call this the olive micarta, but I have actually worn this in. I've been carrying this almost solid for the past 2-3 weeks since I got it. It's got a shorter pocket clip, which I actually really like here. And you've got this kind of big belly on this sort of Tanto drop point hybrid blade, which is just, that's just neat. This knife has so much personality. I don't really think I can describe it. And there's a really good crossbar lock on it, as you just saw. Civivi's first crossbar lock, at least their first mass production crossbar lock, and it is very good. Excellent action, easy to get out, very sharp, 14C steel. Can't say enough good things about the Yonder from Civivi. Make sure you go check it out. Civivi is a friend of the channel. They did send this for review, but I would have bought it anyway. I really would have. And of course, last but not least, I want to share with you the Ocaso Solstice. Now, I have the black on black version here, and these knives are absolutely premium. This is kind of the Harpoon actually, no, this is not the Harpoon. This is the Wharncliffe version. This is S35 VN steel on these. This is the ultimate gentleman's knife. If you're looking for a knife to carry to the office, if you're looking for a knife to carry to church, if you're looking for a knife that when you put it in your pocket, it almost looks like a pen, it really does. It looks like a big pen. It is excellent, and I love the contours of this. I love the styling of it. I've had these Solstices, and Ocaso was very, very kind to send them to me and let me have them at Blade Show. But here is your regular kind of drop point version. They also have not just a black version, but they also have a titanium version as well. This is one of your bougie knives right here. This is going to be upwards of $200, and I'll put the price and stuff down below in the description. And you can catch deals on them sometimes, but you're not going to find one for much less than about 200 bucks. And so excellent, unbelievably good knives, especially if you're carrying them to the office, if you're carrying them in an environment where knives are not exactly welcomed. This deep carry pocket clip is going to keep your knife concealed, and it is excellent stuff. You've got 3 different blade styles on the Ocaso Solstice. You've got a straight one, which is this one right here. You've got a Harpoon, which I actually don't have with me. I've actually got it at home. And then also you've got a Wharncliffe, but you've got some really good jimping on the top of that. CPM S35 VN steel, an ambidextrous pocket clip. You can actually change this pocket clip with that tiny little star bit right there. It is just a wonderful knife, designed by Andrew Demko. Take that as you will, because he does excellent stuff. This is the epitome of like the executive gentleman's knife. Unbelievable. This will be a family heirloom if you buy it for your significant other. Absolutely wonderful. The Ocaso Solstice, highly recommend. Honestly, one of my favorite knives of all time. All right, moving on to the lights category, flashlights. I could have picked 30 lights to share with you today, seriously, because there are so many good lights, but I had to pick just a few, and I've got a budget version to start off with here for you. It's the Sofern SC13. I reviewed this earlier on in the year. I've been incredibly impressed with this little light. It's got a very nice, very bright, look at that, very bright, almost 1,000 lumens on this little bitty guy. And you've got this interesting, you've got a good pocket clip. It's actually a deep carry clip, if you can see that. So it tucks in your pocket or tucks in any kind of pocket in your backpack very nicely. USB-C charging. It is not completely waterproof because of that little flap right there, but you're going to be able to get it wet. You're going to be able to drop it and do different stuff like that. This thing is very durable. It's kind of got this, it's made of aluminum, but you've also got easy access to the battery. And the battery on here, the battery life has actually been outstanding. I had this in a drawer for a couple weeks, but it's just got your standard 18350 battery in here, and it's a rechargeable. So very good light here, very small. As you can see, you're going to find this in the same category as kind of your Olight, your small Baton 3, Baton 4s. But the thing about it is it's going to be a fraction of the cost. I think this one was $20 to $25 when I last checked. I'll have the prices down below. But this light is just incredible. One-click operation, and it doesn't do any kind of really fancy stuff. It's just got high, medium, and low settings, and it does exactly what you want it to do. The Sofern SC13. My mid-range kind of I've debated on whether to call it sorta budget or sorta bougie here, but this is the Baton Turbo. I have really enjoyed this light. I love the ergonomics of this light. It is super powerful. Of course, you've got those power indicators right there, and then you've got the light indicator on the other side. It's got a nice textured grip right here. You've got a reversible pocket clip, so you can put it on a hat if you want to, and it does. The only negative, and it's not really a negative, but you got to have Olight's charger. So what this has become, this little magnetic charger that Olight uses, which is great. It makes it incredibly waterproof because there's no ingress ton of stuff. But what I love about this light, what I've had to do is kind of keep this I've got this as a nightstand light right now, and it's magnetized to one of their little magnet stands on the edge of my bed, and I can just grab it at night if I need to. And it is going to get a very, very bright $60 light. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this in the budget category because the value of this light, the ergonomics, the construction, the way that I love the little click and the indicator lights there. It's very good, very refined. But this has become my nightstand light, max 1,000 lumens on this. I just really love this light. It's the Baton Turbo from Olight. All right, now I haven't showed this one on the channel yet because I just got it about a week ago, but this is the Nitecore EDC 23. This is a wedge shape along your Arcfeld and Arcfeld Pro kind of models that was popularized with. But I'm telling you, this little light might be my light of the year. I think that it is. It's got some amazing features on it. It's so dead simple, but it's very, very good, very rugged. This bad boy gets up to 2,500 lumens. You've got a lockout switch right here on the side, if you can see. And I love that because I can just lock it out. But the two operational buttons on the top, you've got a regular, you press all the way in to activate the light, and then you lightly tap on it to see the different light levels. Well, the different light levels, I love the fact that it gives you information here on the screen. So on level 1, I'm gonna get 38 minutes, 56 seconds. And then I just keep tapping. 65 lumens, says Nitecore, gives me 11 minutes. I don't have this very charged, I need to charge this. 3 minutes, 45 seconds on level 3, 1100 lumens, 1 minute and 30 seconds. And it will go up to a turbo mode, but I'm not gonna wash out the camera here. And I just love this little light. And you've got really good defensive things on here, so I can press hard, turn off the light, and you've got the other button up here that is an instant strobe. Instant strobe, as long as the lockout switch is not, and see it tells you that it's locked right here. And you can unlock it, and instant strobe warning there. Very cool light. I love these UHI LEDs that are on the end. You've got a double one that inside right here. And so really like this light. It is just so nice and compact. Compare it to the Turbo here. It is just so thin, so nice and compact. These are not buttons on the side. These are grips. And boy, just this amazing. The pocket clip is really good, and you can actually stick it to you can put a lanyard right here. They give you that little option as well. And the pocket clip is good. And of course it charges right here via USB-C input. And so I cannot say enough good things about the Nitecore EDC 23. An exceptional light. One of the best of 2024. It is down right now on Amazon to $74. Which I thought this was originally a $90 light, so I originally was going to list it as a Bougie, but I'm actually going to list it as a sort of Bougie because it's a very good value, an incredible light, aluminum housing here. Just I can't say enough good things about it. It's incredible. Nitecore EDC 23. Make sure you go check it out for sure. All right, we're going to start off the tiny tools. We're going to do tiny tools and multi-tools next. This is the Mech Army RU01. Now, this is going to launch. This is a Kickstarter right here. It's a screwless, minimalist. It's a ruler and a caliper combined. It is exquisite. Again, this is one of those bougie options. You're going to actually, this is a roundabout, a Kickstarter started at about $60, I believe, but it's all titanium. You've got a nice slider here. This is, if you're a designer, if you're an architect, if you're an artist, if you're a minimalist, if you're an engineer, if you work in any of those types of things, I've actually found this really good at figuring out the links of different standoffs for different mini computers that I use all around the building here. And so this has been very good. The craftsmanship, it's minimal, it's incredible. It's a precision instrument here to be able to measure things. It's also a ruler and a caliper combined. And so absolutely excellent. You can use it as a straight edge to outline different things on a page that you need to do. It is just an incredible little piece of kit. And I thought I'd mention it as one of our bougie options because it is expensive for what it does. It's a very, very unitask kind of tool. And it's all titanium, and it's got just that, listen to that nice click. Yeah, it's just got a nice little click. This is the Mech Army RU01 titanium ruler and caliper. If you find yourself in these industries and you use one of these on a daily basis, this is superb. It's excellent. So first of our tiny tools there, the Mech Army RU01. Then I've got two from Key Unity. Now Key Unity sent these out, and I love the packaging that they come in. They come in these little plastic things as well. And so they sent me some extra blades for a couple of these different things, but I want to talk to you about these. I actually put them on a key ring so you could see how tiny they are. This one is actually the KK13, and it is just a tiny little keychain razor blade tool. Look at that. Tiny little keychain razor blade tool. Excellent for putting on your keychain. As you can see, they fit very nicely on a keychain. They got a nice big hole there, as well as the other tool here. These don't lock in place, so this one's just a nice little razor blade. But you can see the styling on this thing. It's just really kind of neat. It's a very minimalist design that won't take up a lot of room on your keyring as well. This one is a little bit different. This is the KK00, and it is made of titanium. You've got stainless steel on a nice little blade here that you can use, but you can also use this as a key ring holder. And so if you wanted to put a key ring or one of your aircraft cable rings like I've got right here through that little hole and carry your key ring on your pocket clip right here. You could also have a blade concealed right inside of there. So these are super cool little tiny tools. I talked about them on a live stream, so I won't talk about them at length here, but very neat. Even the KK13 right here is made of titanium. Now the razor blade, of course, is not titanium, but it holds it's like a number 11 razor blade right there, as you can see. And so very cool stuff, snaps into place. Nice little tiny tools. I love this. I wanted to include these on the list today. Let's move on to multi-tools. Now, I have tried to think about what we could do as far as multi-tools. And I could recommend the ultimate bougie option to you in the Leatherman Arc. I absolutely could. In fact, if you want to go extra bougie, you could go with the Leatherman Arc Obsidian and pay even more for the special edition of that. But I decided to go all budget here with the multi-tools. We've got the mini sailor, which could have been included in the mini multi-tools that we just did before. I've got the Next Tool flagship captain here that is $50 for a full-size spring-loaded pliers, cutters, and multi-tool. I mean, it's an excellent value. And then we've got the Next Tool Knight, which is branded as a multifunctional knife. So you've got a couple of different tools on here as well. It's branded though as a multifunctional knife. So you've got kind of a bottle opener cutter here. You've got a couple of different tools inside of here, including an awl. I can say that AWL and awl. You've got a pretty good little Phillips bit with a kind of a pry bar almost right here. Then you've got a very small but usable crosshatch file and a regular file on the other side. And then of course you've got a main blade on here. And again, these are only going to be just your regular, probably carbon steel, stainless steel, maybe 1095 on these. And they lock into place though. And it's a very good little compact tool. I like the compact style of this, and plus it comes with a pocket clip right there. And so make sure you check that out, the Next Tool Knight. These all tools from Next Tool, all budget options. Excellent options. If you want the bougie option, go for that Obsidian Leatherman arc, but I'm going to stick with these budget options for now because, again, I am very much a novice on multi-tools and don't know a whole lot about them. So these are going to be good for me for the foreseeable future. All right, moving on to pouches. I love to talk about this one because it's a good budget option, but also it's one of the first things that got me back into EDC so many years ago, way back around about 2014, 2015, is the Maxpedition Micro Organizer. This thing is only $19. I put it in my cargo pocket for a long time, and it was just absolutely superb. It's got a full clamshell opening. You've got a bunch of different organization options with this. So I just wanted to mention that as our budget option. We've got kind of our sort of bougie, sort of budget option is the Evergoods Cap 0.5. Now that stands for Civic Access Pouch 0.5 liter. Now these are about $40 or so, and probably correct me on that price. But I have a couple of different special editions right here. This is the X-Pack on Coyote Green or Coyote Brown with AquaGuard zippers and a coyote interior. I just love these little pouches because they're modular. They can fit into my bag that I'm going to talk about here in just a minute. You're going to be a little surprised. But also, I just received my OD green one, and I don't know if there's a better OD green color on the market than this. It is absolutely excellent. I've got a couple of pins in there, but you've got some organization right here, a mesh pouch on one side, a solid zipper pouch on the other. I can keep cables, all sorts of little knickknacks. I can put EDC items in there. See that in relation to the baby banter fixed right there. All sorts of different stuff. You don't have to buy the special editions. I think they have just the regular black one right here. I've got 3 of these. This is how much I like these. I've got 3 of these. Evergoods did not send me these. They are not paying me. They can if they want to. They can get in touch, Evergoods. And these are just incredible. I love Evergood stuff anyway. I've got a Transit duffel bag. I think it's a 40-liter, 35-liter duffel bag that I love carrying up until this last trip, and I'll tell you about the next bag on the list as well. These little pouches are just incredible, and I've talked about them before. They should be readily available now, too. They were not readily available for a while, and they should be now. So go check the Evergoods link in the description. I don't get any money from that. I'm not an affiliate with them. So make sure you go check those out, though. I think these are the coolest little pouches ever, especially if you got longer items and such. And it's just really neat, incredibly useful. And of course, I could not talk about pouches without talking about the notorious EDC All Good pouch. This is a superb little pouch, organizational pouch. You've got a nice little zipper pouch here in the front. U.S. Navy marksmanship team, Navy SEAL gave me that back in the day. And it unzips for full clamshell opening here. You've got all sorts of organization. I'm not going to go over these items necessarily. If you want to know what they are, I can tell you down in the description, but these are not any of the items that I'm recommending today as far as the gift guide. Probably should, but I've featured all of these in other videos as well as on live streams. But you can fit a bunch of different tiny tools in here, and that's sometimes I find that's what I need the most. You've got an internal zip pouch here. I like to keep some wet wipes and different things like that, some alcohol wipes in there as well, because I'm always cleaning off screens and stuff. But it's just a nice little compact pouch package I can keep in my car, keep in my bag. I don't notice it until I actually need it, and then it's got several items that I would need. The All Good pouch, they are not always in stock. In fact, they're not usually in stock. It's a high demand item. Make sure you get on Tom's email list. They're over there on notoriousedc.com. He did not send me this. This is the one that I bought originally. It is just an excellent little pouch. Very good organization on this. He's a one-man shop. Make sure you sign up for his updates to get these pouches, and it shouldn't be too hard to get. He sold 1 million of them, I think, and so they shouldn't be too hard to get. Make sure you sign up for his updates. I'm sure that he will be selling some of them for Christmas time in various different colors as well. They've got some with the Velcro on the outside to where you can put patches on the other side. I don't have that one. Didn't really need it, but this is just an excellent little utility pouch. All right, moving on to slings. I love this sling. I just took it on a trip to Florida to speaking engagement. I love this one, and I actually had it fit for me right here. So this is the actual one that I used on my trip. This is the TomTalk T33 Aviator Sling. The zippers are like butter. They're so good. You've got some internal ripstop organization right here. You've got a key lanyard, key fob, key lanyard right here. And you've got a big entrance right here. You can fit an iPad mini in this padded. It's actually padded back here. So you can fit an iPad mini back here, a Nintendo Switch back here, a Kindle. I fit a lot more than that actually in here. You've got a front zippered pouch. I did a full review of this bag, so make sure you check that out. I'll link it above. And you've got a nice security thing. Let me show you. You've got a nice little security zippered pouch in here in the back for, all sorts of different stuff, passports, different things that you need to keep close to your body, especially during an airport. I love that they call this the Aviator, because this is that's where I use it. I use it when I fly. It is absolutely excellent. It is RFID blocking, and while that's not a huge concern anymore, it's still good to know that this material does that as well. So the T33 Aviator, make sure you check out my full review on that. It is my budget option at 40 to 45 bucks. And then getting a little bit more expensive. I also won't say a bunch about this one because I went over it in depth in my very well responded to video of my micro work setup with my iPad mini and foldable keyboard. But this is the Air Daysling 3, AER is the name of the company. You can fit an entire iPad mini back here. It fits very, very well. I've had this for several years now. You've got some elastic, very nice mesh pockets right here. You've got an AquaGuard zipper on the front, so if you put any kind of documents or any kind of boarding pass or whatever like that, phone in the front right here, it is not going to get wet. This is the X-Pack variant that I got for $99. Not even sure they sell this variant anymore, but they do sell a black and OD green version for $79, which I will link below. Excellent bag. Fidlock right here. I was a little bit worried about the fidlock coming out too easily, but turns out those worries were unfounded because this actually is a very good strap, and this fidlock does not come off unless I force it to. So really nice bag, the Air Daysling 3. These are both relatively budget options at $45 for the TomTalk Sling, $79 for the Air Daysling. I think those are very good values for what you get. And if you want to go extra bougie, you can get the Datacrew Snack Time Sling. Now, the Datacrew Snack Time Sling is not cheap. It's not meant to be. Because if you touch and feel this, you see this little tag right here? Made in the USA. It's very important. Made, designed, and made in the United States of America. Makes the price go up just a little bit. But at the same time, if you were to feel this bag and feel how good and how well put together and how solid it is, I would take this bag into battle. It is that durable, that good. This is the green X-Pack version that I just absolutely love. You've got a cool, of course, they have all got these security ones right here in the back. You've got a very good strap with a fidlock patented on here. You just take that little lanyard and you pull it up and you pull off of that. It locks and magnetizes into place. This thing is not going anywhere. It's fantastic. They've got a number of inserts you can also buy. I've got this insert right here. You've also got an organizational high-vis insert, again, all stitched and all made in the United States. You've got a front mesh pocket, zippered mesh pocket that you can put change. You can put all sorts of different things like right here. You can see there's a big area in here. I have carried in this an iPad mini, a Kindle, a full-size Nintendo OLED Switch, another little Game Boy thing, and I think AirPods, 2 or 3 EDC items like a knife and a flashlight. I have fit all of that in here and still had room. So this thing is amazing. It can get very heavy, but it keeps its form. Everything about this is premium. That's why you have the premium price tag on there as well. So just make sure you check that out. This is the Snack Time Sling, as you can see, from Data Crew. They make really good stuff. It is not cheap stuff, but it is also incredible quality on that stuff. Make sure you go check out Data Crew. They're good friends of the channel. All right, as we start to talk about our last category here, we're at the end of the video. Can you believe it? We're at the end of the video. This is the Able Carry 13 day bag. 13 meaning 13 liters. This is a small backpack, but it's a day bag, and it's not meant to be trekking across Europe and all sorts of stuff. You can see a little bit of the wear and tear on this. It's because I've used it. This is the OD green with a beige interior. I love the interior of this bag. I did a full review on this bag, so I'm not going to talk about it a ton, but you've got a nice organizational zippered pouch right here at the top. You've got a padded with suede on the inside. You've got a padded, very nice microfiber. It does fit a full-size laptop. MacBook Pro 13 fits like a glove in this bag. You can fit an iPad mini, an iPad mini or an iPad 11 right here. You've got these stretchy bags. Let me pull it up like right here. You've got these stretchy pockets right here on the side that you can put, say, I don't know, an Evergoods cap 2L here in the side. Oh, it's really cool. I love this little modular area. So when I need a small bag right here for just a few different items, it's got this cool little angled zipper pouch with a lanyard on the inside at the front. When I need a small bag and I need to just get going, this is the bag that I choose, and it is so wonderful. The back straps are incredibly comfortable with a sternum strap right there. The sternum strap, I actually carried this to Blade Show Atlanta. If you saw me at Blade Show Atlanta, I was carrying this with a very heavy tripod on the side, and my back was tired after that very long day. It was not as tired as it could have been with these straps. These straps are very superbly designed, and you've got subtle Able Carry branding right there. This is the Able Carry 13 day bag. I'm not going to get anything from the affiliate links because my affiliate link has expired already, but that's okay, because if you like the bag, that's what I'm talking to you about. This is a wonderful little bag. Moving on to my daily bag. I need a little bit more room, and this is going to surprise you a little bit. I need a little bit more room in my daily bag, and I need something that's padded for cameras. This is the Peak Design Everyday Backpack 15 liter. Now, this one comes in at $189, which would put it, I think, sort of in the bougie category. But I found this at a local store here in Tennessee on sale for $75. It was incredible. What I love about this bag is that, yes, it can open fully if you want to, and it opens up full clamshell if you want it to, but I've got some organization in here. You've got Velcroed pads that you can organize. I'm going to talk a lot more about this bag. I've got a bunch of stuff in here. Sorry, this is my daily bag. This is what I use for my daily bag. But this is actually one of those really good bags that I can configure to anything that I want. Any kind of thing. If I want to put cameras in the bottom, so I'm going to open it up right here, and I'm going to let you see the bottom here. If I wanted to put 3 of my Evergoods, but if I wanted to put my Evergoods cap .5s in there. You can fit 3 in the bottom here. You can change these panels to fit whatever you want. You can put them like that to make sure that it's just like any other camera bag, except I configure it sometimes as a camera bag and sometimes as a daily bag. In fact, most times it is a daily bag. The cool thing I love about this bag is the fact of how it holds my laptops. This thing fits a MacBook Pro 13 in the very back zippered pocket like a glove. The thing is not moving at all. You've got an AquaGuard zipper on the very top there, and it is just so good. The handle is padded. It is wonderful. You've got attachment points everywhere. I'm going to talk a lot more about this bag. I'm going to have a confession video and talk a lot more about this bag. But I have really, really enjoyed this bag a lot more than I thought I would. And so wanted to put this in the list and recommend this everyday backpack. The price that I have listed is not the price listed that I got it for. And I'm sorry about that. But at the same time, that is just an excellent, excellent bag. The last and final one that, again, I will do a full big review on, and this is a very large bag. This is the TomTok 40-liter travel backpack. Now, I'm going to have a separate video about this one because I'm going to build this one out as my get home bag. And so if you've got ideas about get home bag stuff, make sure that you hit me in the comments and tell me what I should include in my get home bag. I've got a long list of stuff, but this 40-liter travel backpack is what they view it as. It's enormous. I'm not used to big backpacks. This is enormous, and you've got a lot of different access points. You've got a lot of different expansion points on here. This is from TomTok, of course. You can see the TomTok branding there. But you can open this thing up, and again, my studio is not big enough for a huge bag like this, so sorry about that. But you can open this up, and you've got compartments here that you can actually zipper up and have. You can have a separate compartment for clothes, and then you've got a separate compartment for technology. So you've got 2 padded straps right here. You can put in a full-size 15-inch laptop in here. You can put your monster 15, 16-inch laptop in here. You can put a big tablet in here, right here. There's padded straps right here that actually Velcro. You've got some organization here with a zippered mesh pocket on the outside, but then you've got this big area on the front that you can access, and you've got some stabilization features here so this bag can sit up properly like that. And so I'm going to have a full review of this bag, and it's not going to be in the studio. You're going to have a much better look at it and all this stuff. But suffice to say, I was very impressed with this bag when I took it on my trip last weekend to Florida. Went on a plane with it. Very, very incredible padded and good straps. Not too over-engineered. That's what people get into with these bags sometimes, that these straps are just over-engineered. They're too much. They got too much stuff on them. And this one actually is incredibly minimalistic, and it's just wonderful. I love this bag, and the best part about this bag, you would think a 40-liter travel backpack this size would be $100, $200. This is $73 right now. So this is highly recommended. I'm going to have a full review later. It probably won't be in time for the holidays, but I just wanted to make sure to mention it. This TomTok 40-liter backpack, I'm going to link it below. Incredible. Incredible. Cannot say enough good things about that bag, and it is travel tested. Okay, that was exhausting, right? Good grief. That was a ton of stuff, but I hope that you got some really good ideas. I hope I was able to give you some options for expensive stuff, but also budget stuff. Kind of leaned more towards budget in this video, honestly, but I don't think you're going to complain about that. Make sure that you enter the giveaway. Make sure you comment below. If you comment below your favorite Christmas movie, and tell me what your favorite Christmas movie is and why, you will be able to get a nice set from Olight here, a nice Christmas set with the O-Clip Pro and the Arcfeld and a nice coin there. Excellent little gift set. Make sure you comment below, like the video, and subscribe to enter that giveaway. I will announce those in just 1 week. And I want to thank you for being a part of the video. And if you have stayed around this long, I really, really appreciate it. This is the part of the video where I say, hey, if you want to know more about Jesus, if you want to know more about the Bible, if you have questions about religion, I've talked with several of you about some very good questions that you've had. I don't have all the answers, but I know who does. And so when we talk about those things, I love to talk about those things. I don't want to argue about them. And so if you've got any questions about that, please let me know. God bless you. Hopefully this list has been helpful to you. Comment below. Let me hear what you think. We go live every Friday at 2 p.m. unless I announce it. I think it's next Friday is going to be at 4 p.m. Central. But most of the time, every Friday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for being on the video today. God bless you. Have a great week.